Hello everyone, so we're in the process of testing the level of carbon monoxide in car. So here is the setup. We have set up the laptop, Arduino, and also our CO detector over here. It already starts the reading. We're gonna place the CO detector right here. Yep, right near the laptop. Hopefully you can view that in the video later. Yeah, okay, so from our studies it shows that carbon monoxide in the car can be high when you turn on the engine for a long time and leave it at the same place. And there are also some other reasons which we will brief detailed on in our report and in also our video submission later. So for now we are gonna test whether the CO level in the car increases after 1 or 2 hours letting the engine on. So the engine is off, as you can see, and before that, just to make sure the window is all rolled up fully, so I'm gonna turn on the engine right now. As you can see, I've turned on the engine, so we're gonna place the camera right here. Yep, right there, so that you can see the reading continuously. And I'm gonna place the CO detector. Yeah, oops, you cannot view. Okay, hopefully you can see that CO detector. Just to make sure I'm not touching the CO detector throughout the video. And I'm gonna open the serial monitor. Yep. Hopefully you can see the serial monitor. I'm just gonna make it a bit bigger. Okay, this is the numbers. So as you can see, the sensor value shows the CO level in the car, and also the number 3 over here. That's the quality. The highest number is 3, which is the quality, which resembles that the quality in the car is good, and the lowest number is 0, which resembles that it is very, very bad. So now our reading starts at, as you can see, starts at 12:37. So we will be ending our video like in 1 or 2 hours, or maybe longer, depends on our results. So as you can see, our starting value right there is 2627. That's our detector. That's the value that our detector shows. So I have got a smartphone over here just to accompany me tonight, staying in the car today for 1 or 2 hours. So I'm just going to use my smartphone, and you can see the values right here. It is updated every 5 seconds. So let's see, the journey starts now at 12:38. So let's see how it goes. Hopefully you can see that clear, the numbers throughout the video. Just gonna adjust a bit so that you can see it clearly. Okay, there you go. It's about 26:27. Let's see what happens at the end of the video. Alright. I'm just going to remind you guys, we are Putra Road Safety Squad PRoSS from UPM. We have joined the challenge in the challenge name is Shell Selamat Sampai Warsiti Challenge 2019. The challenge is about road safety, and we have come out with a prototype with 4 detection systems, which are alcohol system, alcohol detection, air quality detection, collision detection, and also lane detection. We will be submitting a video submission and also our report later to Shell. So don't forget to watch all our videos on the tests that we have made in real life, and also the video submission for 3 minutes later. So hopefully we can make it to top 5, so that PRoSS UPM team will be available in the digital maker fair 2019, if not mistaken, in KLCC. So let's hope for the best. We are trying to be the best too. So back to our motive here, to detect the CO level in the car. We are using ALSA as our model, ALSA 1.5. So there you go. By the way, from our studies, it shows it is better for you to test it in enclosed area. But if you can see this, it's an open area. Yeah, it's an open area. So we're gonna see whether we can see any other changes in this open area, and we might test it in an enclosed area if we are not satisfied with these details. So you guys can see the CO detector right there. Yeah, that's the CO detector in the car. Oh, it's actually rising up from 26 to 32, but the quality is still 31. So let's see what happens in the end of the video. I'm gonna stay awake in the car just to be safe. All the windows are rolled up. Reminder, don't do that when you are sleeping in the car. Make sure at least you roll down your window a bit, so that any carbon monoxide that is available in the car can escape through the hole or through the gap in the window. So you guys can see now the reading shows at 31. So I'm gonna check it time to time to make sure that this is actually my second time recording this. The first time I have overlooked it and my laptop went off, so I hope it doesn't happen again. My battery level is enough for this test, and I'm charging my smartphone in the car. So let's hope we can make it to the end of the video, which I target 1 or 2 hours, or maybe longer if possible. So I'm gonna watch some YouTube videos, and I'm gonna check this time to time to make sure that it keeps recording, and to update you guys with the detection level. You guys can see it on the screen. It's 31 right now. Yep. Let's go. Yep, it is stable at 31 right now. Just gonna bring this a bit to the center so that you guys can view it better. Yep, it is stable at 31. The rating still shows 31 and the quality is 3 at the best quality. Hopefully we have enough fuel for this video. Just gonna move the cursor a bit so that it doesn't off this time, and hopefully I don't have to take the video for the third time. Yep, 31, still at 31, stable at 31 after about 10 to 15 minutes of this video. Oh, we can see some 32s in the reading. Just only after 15 minutes we get into the video. You can see the 32 more often now. Oh wow, it is stable at 32 now. From 31 it rises up to 32 within 18 minutes of the video. And we can see the number 33 coming slowly. Oh, now the 34 is coming. Oh, it was a stable 33 just now. You guys can see that. We are not even in an enclosed area, but we can see the rise in numbers. But let's see how significantly it rises. And in the end of the video, we started at 31 just now, and we are at 35. $36. Just to remind you guys, I have let the aircon on all this while. It is rising quickly over the time. It took a longer time from 31 to 32, and a bit shorter time from 32 to 33. But after that, it rises like quickly and quickly. Now it's already reaching 39 within 21 minutes since we start our video. That's pretty interesting to see the rise. It was very stable at 31 at the first. when we start the video. Now we are reaching 40, 41. Wow, another 41 there. Anyhow, we still have a quality of 3. You guys can see that. So it's still I cannot say it's not dangerous, but as long you don't fall asleep, as long you don't stay too long in the car, so you'll be fine. The first symptom of carbon monoxide, you will feel a bit nausea, you will feel headache. That's the symptoms, but normally people used to ignore that. They think they are tired, that cause the tiredness, that cause them all that symptoms, but it can be your carbon monoxide level in the car. So just take note of that. Now we are at 47. That's pretty fast. Wow, like 2 minutes ago we was, I'm not sure, but like I feel like 2 minutes ago we were like 40, 41, if not mistaken, and now we are at 48. Just gonna play a bit with the cursor so that it doesn't turn off. We are at the level of 54, 55. The numbers are rising pretty quickly. Let's see where we end. I'm gonna check PRoSS Instagram. Please do follow us in our Instagram, Facebook, and in our YouTube. Subscribe to us to watch more videos of these. We're really hoping to get top 5. Every team does right. I'm logging into a PRoSS account, our PRoSS account. You can see our competitor Microwick is already in progress in making the final video. That's good. Hopefully they come up with a very good video. Programming is like any other sport. You might know the rules, but you have to play to learn. That's a good quote. That's the quote of the day. I support in that. Oh wow, let me focus on the reading. We are at 76. The quality is still 3. We are at 77 and it is rising pretty quickly. We can clearly say there is some carbon monoxide detected in this car, but the level is not that high. But definitely there is carbon monoxide. Let me remind you, we started at 31 and now we are at 77. $78. One thing about carbon monoxide, you cannot smell it, you cannot see it, but even your body cannot detect it. This is the reason behind it, because your lungs even your body has higher affinity towards carbon monoxide compared to oxygen. So it takes carbon monoxide and your body seems like you have enough oxygen, but you're not taking oxygen, but instead you're taking carbon monoxide. So your body doesn't give that negative feedback to your body. You doesn't like whenever you are short of oxygen, you will be short of breath, but it doesn't happen when you are in case of drowned by the carbon monoxide. It doesn't happen. You are not short of breath. That's why there are a lot of cases that people passed away when they sleep in the car with letting the engine on. So you guys can clearly see the reason here why we are detecting a carbon monoxide level at 82. 82 in our car just after 30 minutes letting the engine on. So I'm pretty excited to see the final result 1 or 2 hours after our test today. But this is really a silent killer. Carbon monoxide is very dangerous, and you guys can search online. One of the best way to overcome this problem, to overcome this carbon monoxide problem, is by using the carbon monoxide detector. We are using one here. They're using a carbon monoxide detector over there. So there are few ways, but this is like the way that you can make sure, you can really make sure that there is no carbon monoxide, or there is carbon monoxide, like we can do based on our reading here. It clearly shows from 31 it rise up to 86 right now, and it is still rising up 86 and counting. So let's see where it ends. Let's see whether we can meet any saturation point at any after any moment of our tests. We are pretty excited to compile all this result, and also in our prototype. I'm pretty excited to show you guys how we did our prototype and everything. We are keeping silent in our social media for last few days, like 3 to 4 days. We are keeping it silent, but we have come out with a lot of ideas and everything. So as soon as the time come, like in less than a week, we will be showing our progress and everything. We have done our model actually, but we are not revealing it yet. So later we will be revealing it. Oops, that's moved away. Let's adjust it to the original position. Yeah, we are at 90 and counting, but we can see the quality, it's still 3, which is considered as good air. But still there is carbon monoxide detected in this car. After 35 minutes of the video, I'm just gonna move the cursor a bit. So after this, we will be posting what we did in week 1. We will summarize what we did in week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5, week 6, so that you can see it clearly. We will post our prototype bits and there, but you can view our full prototype in our video submission later during the 3-minute video. The value shows 94, 95. $98. It's gonna reach 100 in a while. Let's see if we will be able to meet any saturation point later, but I don't see any saturation point for now. It's 99. Definitely there is some carbon monoxide in this car after turning on the engine 37 minutes without moving anywhere, just burning our fuel. Yep, we reached our first 100 at 113. We reached our first 100 at 113. You guys can see the time on the laptop too. We are on 100, guys. But there's nothing to worry to stay in this car. The quality is still 3, but make sure you don't sleep. If you are testing it by yourself, make sure you don't sleep in the car. And if you feel nausea, if you feel any headache, just get out of the car. Just stop the test for a while. Just get out of the car. So make sure roll down all the windows, get some fresh air into the car. You get some fresh air, and then things will be okay. Things will become better. Hopefully I can show you guys the quality going down to 2 or 1. Hopefully I can show you guys at which point it goes to 2, at which point it goes to 1. I don't think that we will be able to reach 0, because it's not safe for me to stay in the car keeping all the windows closed while the quality is 0. But hopefully I can show you the change from 3 to 2, from 2 to 1 at least. This is the first time I'm going this far. We are at 104 now, 40 minutes after the video has been recorded, after the video has started recording. There you go, we are at 107. Just gonna move the cursor a little bit just to make sure the screen doesn't turn off. It's a long video. It's been 45 minutes, almost going to be 45 minutes. And we are at 111. We are at 113, but we still have an high quality of 3. But it's clearly rose up from 31 to 113, which means there is some carbon monoxide available in this car. It's 118 after 50 minutes of the video. We are at 121. The quality level is still 3. We are in the 54th minute of the video. It's showing pretty interesting about the rising of carbon monoxide in this car. We are almost reaching our 1 hour mark. We are still at under 23 and still at air quality level of 3. One more minute since we started our video to reach 1 hour mark. There you go. It's been an hour. It's been an hour since we started recording. It's 1:35 right now, and the highest reading until now is 126. Yep, it is at 126 with the air quality of 3. We're gonna continue our video. Let's see whether we can make it to our second hour, and let's see. We started at 31, and here we are at 126. Hopefully it can we can see some significant rise until the quality changes, if possible. So let's see. It's 126. We rise up from 31 and now we are at 126. It rise up almost 95 numbers. Yep, we rise up 95 numbers from the start, 31 to 126. So let's see whether we can rise up another 95 numbers for the second hour. So 135 until we'll check it up at 235 whether we can reach another 95 numbers, which will be 230. I'm sorry, 220. Yep. Let's see whether we can reach 220 at second hour mark. We realize that it's been a long time. It stays at 125 and 126. It might be reaching the saturation point. We don't know. We might not know until it rises again or it stays. This is the first time I've come this long. It's still at 126. I'm expecting it to rise to 127, but it's not happening. Let's see. Let's wait. Still not happening yet. Still at 126. One to 5. It's between 1 to 5 and 1 to 6 now. Yep, it is still at 1 to 6. Not rising up how it used to be. Yeah, we can see 1 to 7 there. Still 1 to 6 on the screen. Oh, it is rising up again. It's 127 after long time being 126. Yeah, finally it's changing to 127. Maybe we cannot expect it to end at 220 like we said just now, but let's see whether we can go some numbers up from this point. It looks like it is saturating. It's been 10 minutes after our first hour, and after our first hour the reading was 125 and now it's just 128. So just 3 numbers in last 10 minutes. That's very a slow rise. Maybe we are reaching a saturation point. Let's see whether it will rise or not from 1 to 8. From 1 to 8. Still at 127, stable at 127. By the way, just to remind you, this car is not old. This car is not old. This car is about just 1 year old, and the engine is pretty well tuned. But even in this condition, that it is placed in an open condition, the engine is pretty well tuned and not can be considered still a new car. Not to say a new car, but definitely not an old car. But still, we can see the rise in the level of carbon monoxide. From 31, it's now 127. So imagine an engine being not well maintained, an engine becoming old, that consume a lot of oil, that consume that involves a lot of burning of fuel, that will release more and more carbon monoxide into the car, and definitely it is more dangerous compared to a pretty well tuned car like this. So let's see whether we can get some rise in the numbers. We are on 15th minute mark on our second hour. One to 7, there's 1 to 8 in between. Stable at 1 to 7. It is stable at 1 to 8. Oh yeah, finally we can see 1 to 9. So there you go, 1 to 9. Oh wow, 130. Oh, it is at 130 right now. Oh, now 131. It's showing some rise. Let's see whether this progress goes on or it stays. But it shows quite good progress in a very short of time, like we saw earlier at during the first hour of the video. Let's see if it is stagnant or it keeps moving forward. So we can see that even though it is stagnant at one point, but it still keep increasing after some time. It still keeps it, yeah, like this. Like it was stable at 131 until suddenly 132 appears. Like it is stable at one moment, then if you give it some time, it is rising. Yep. We haven't seen any significant drop until now. Just one actually. Just one from the previous number. It's not dropping, but we have seen some significant rises. As you can see, we are at we have gone 100 forward in the numbers. We started at 31. We are at 132 right now. We have increased 100 in number, and it has been 20 minutes since our second hour started. Stable at 132. We can see 133 there. Not sure whether it will reach 150 at the end of 2 hours. We will have to wait and see. 134 right now. It's 2. It has become 2 a.m. and our maximum reading is 135. Started from 31 at first. Now we have reached 1 hour 25 minutes. We have reached 1 hour 25 minutes since we started our video, and it really shows that there is some carbon monoxide in this car. The first hour showed it very significantly. The second hour progress was a bit slower than the first hour, but still it rises from 125 to 134 in 26 minutes. One, 3, 4. 135 now. Almost reaching the 30-minute mark. At the second hour. We have reached 1 hour 30-minute mark. It's 2:05. Yep, we started at we started at 12:35 and we are at 2:05. As you can see, we started at 31 as our beginning point, and now we are at 136, which definitely shows there is some carbon monoxide available in this car after turning on the engine for 1 hour 30 minutes. So let's see what happened at the end of 2 hours, and we will decide later if we want to continue this test. It is still pretty interesting to still the number are still rising. I thought it will stop at 125 just now, but it didn't. It keeps on rising after a long stagnant number at 125. But now here we are at 137 and still counting. Let's see. Still 137, and there are some 136 in between them. Still at 137 steadily. Still showing 137, pretty stagnant, like 125 just now. There we can see an 138, but it is back to 137, like how it used to be. Yep, it is pretty stagnant at 137. Now we can see some 138 appearing often. Yep, I think the 138 is taking over. Back to back 138 right now after 1 hour and 40 minutes. The first 139 appears. Yep. Yep, stable at 139 after 1 hour 43 minutes since we started our video. Let's see if we can get our first 140. Yep, there you go. Oops. Yep, there you go. $140. $141. Oh, we can see 142 in between. mostly 141 there. $142. We have reached 1 hour 45 minutes since we started this video, and it keeps on rising since the start. Even though after the first hour it has become the rise has become lesser, but it's still rising. It was 125 at the end of first hour. From 31 it rose to 125. That's a huge increase. And from 125 it keeps on rising, and now after 1 hour 46 minutes it's 142. I just want to remind all of you, we are keeping our windows closed fully, and we are turning on the aircon. Steady 142. Yep, still rising. It's 143 right now. Oh, 144. $12, 11 more minutes for 2 hour mark. Maybe we might see 150 reaching up, or maybe not. We never know. $144 right now. 10 more minutes for 2 hour mark. Steady 144. So there you go, 145 appears. So what we can see, it is still rising, even though not as much as the first hour, but it is still rising. So steadily at 145. Yep, 146. So we can declare that it is true that if you leave your engine on for a long time, the level of carbon monoxide in the car will increase. We are showing you that it started at 31 and now it is at 146 just after 1 hour 53 minutes since we started recording. To adjust the camera a bit. Yep, now you guys can see 148 has appeared. After 1 hour 54 minutes. Video. 148 there. Five more minutes to reach 2 hour mark. Let's see if we able to make it to 150 before our 2 hours mark. I haven't realized any 149 there. It is still at 148. Watching it closely for any trace of 149. There you go. Our first 149. I'm really expecting it to reach 150 before our 2-hour mark. Steadily at 149. Yep, steadily at 149. I'm still watching it closely for any trace of 150. So here we are, almost 2 hours since we have started our test to test the level of carbon monoxide in the car. The number showed 31 when we started this test, and here we are at 149. It keeps on rising every hour. It keeps on, so we can say that every hour, every time you let your engine on without like statically at one place, the level of carbon monoxide in the car is going high. It is still pretty safe, but still, as a precaution, never let your engine on at a place for too long. And most important thing, don't sleep in your car while turning. Always find an option, other option that you can make for you to sleep, rather than you sleeping in the car with the aircon on, with the engine on. But there will be any occasion that you cannot avoid that kind of situations. So what you have to do, you have to let your window roll down a bit so that the circulation of air continuously happening. Oh, there we go. We have seen under 50, and we are almost reaching 2-hour mark. So that's from PRoSS. We are actually doing a prototype with this carbon monoxide detection. Other than that, we are also doing lane detection, our alcohol detection, and also our collision detection. Here we go. The time shows 2:35. We started at 12:35 at the reading of 31, and now it is 2:35. Just 2 hours. Just 2 hours since we have turned on the engine and just let it at one place. We are still at the same place, and the reading is showing, the reading is 150. It keeps on rising. It is now, it already been 2 hours. It keeps on rising. It never showed any stop to that. Maybe we can wait another 30 minutes and see if there is any stop for this. So now you know, now you understand why it is very important to have a carbon monoxide detection system in your car. To be honest, like Even though it is not from an engine, even though it can be from anywhere, you can leave any chemicals in your car that is releasing carbon monoxide. We never know the situations, but to be safe, your car need to be installed with carbon monoxide detection, and that also can save your life at the right time. So this is one of our detection system from PRoSS. We have also included it with an output of automatic rolling down of window without you need to do that. So in case if you forgot, if you do not roll down your window, the detection system will detect the carbon monoxide level in your car, and it will help you to roll down the window automatically. You can view this. We have done this in our prototype. You can see it very clearly. Other than that, we are also doing lane detection system. You can see it in our prototype too. Our alcohol detection system, our collision detection system. So make sure you view our final video submission later. It will be very interesting with our prototype that we have done ourselves. So let's go back into the reading. It's been 2 hours and it doesn't show any stop. It keeps on rising. $140, $48. $151. It is between 150 and 151 right now, but I believe after some point it will rise. Oh, it drops to 149, back to 150. Oh, stable at 149. $147. So guys, we have seen how the carbon monoxide in the car has rise from the first hour and second hour. We have compared both. It keeps on rising even after 1 hour and after 2 hours. We can imagine what will happen after 8 hours it will rise slowly, and it might be dangerous later. So what we are trying to do now is we will be trying to like I said, we turn on the aircon. We will try to turn off the aircon and see whether we got any changes in the reading. So we can see the reading right now is at 140, oh, even 169, 170. So it's around 155, 159, 170. So now I'm trying to off the aircon and see whether we can see any changes. Yep, I've turned off the aircon, and let's see whether we can note any changes for the next 10 minutes. It's 156 right now, 155. It drops slightly, but it is not a significant amount. It's not a significant drop. It's still above 150. Let's give it some time. Wow, we can see without the aircon, after you turned off the aircon, the amount of carbon monoxide in the car actually rising up. That's because the aircon actually gives you a circulation, as you can see, circulation of air. But once it is not there, the level of carbon monoxide actually rising up. It's actually fluctuating. You cannot be so sure that it's rising up, but it started at under 50, but it is still at under 64. So yes, it is rising up. I've turned off this aircon just because of curiosity, just to find out whether the aircon plays any role in this carbon monoxide, level of carbon monoxide. But our project is not about this aircon. Our project is we will wind down the window. We'll wind down the window to show you how it affects the reading. But for now, I'm gonna turn off the. For now, I have turned off the aircon just to see if I got any progress in the numbers. I would say no. It actually become worse, because from under 50 it has become 165. So yes, it has become worse. But let's see what happens once we roll down the window. I'm just gonna wait for some minutes before I lower down the window. Still above 150, close to 160. Neither that much of drop nor that much of rise. Definitely not showing that much of change with the icon on or with the icon off. Just gonna wait for another few minutes before I roll down the window, the side window. Dropping slightly. Yep, it is dropping fast right now. But we are not going to let the icon to be the reason for it to drop. Oh no, it's actually rising back. So we can see now without the icon it is slowly coming down from 150. Slowly it has come down to 143 after showing some rise in the beginning. It is slowly coming down. And it is static at 143 before it becomes 141. Oh no, it is 143. It is static at 143. By the way, the engine is still on. It's just that I turned off the icon, not the engine. You can see that turning off the engine, turning off the icon doesn't help us that much. It is the carbon monoxide level is still at 143. Yep, static at 143 doesn't help much just by turning off the aircon. I'm just gonna wait another minute before I roll down the window to see how good it is to become a solution. Yep, it has been 10 minutes since I've turned off the aircon. It is static at 143. It's not helping us that much. But now, as you can see me, I'm gonna open this window and also that window to see how significant it is to lower down the level of carbon monoxide in this car. I'm turning down both the windows, not fully, just off, and there you go. Hopefully you can see the reading. $141. Not even 1 minute since we opened the window, showing some significant drop. We are not even opening it fully. We are not even opening it all 4 windows. We just opened 2 of them, and we can definitely see some significant drop from 143 to 136 within a minute. 134. Oh, it has become under 24. That's fast. Yep, we can clearly see. We can clearly witness that it is dropping very fast after we have opened the window just off. It's already below 100. It's already below 100. It is reaching the first hour marks quite fast, very fast actually. Yep, it is just 3 minutes since we opened after 2 hours being locked up in a fully rolled up window. We can see just opening up the windows for 3 minutes. You guys can see a very significant change in the numbers. It is already 80 by now. Yep, dropping fast. 70, 68. Taking some time to clear below 70, but otherwise it shows a significant drop very fast. We took 2 hours for it to go from 30 to 250, but it just took 3 minutes to 5 minutes to drop to 70 just by letting your window open. It's been only 6 minutes since our windows are open. But the drop is very significant in that 6 minutes. It's already went below 60. 57 right now. 55. $54. Taking some time for it to go below 50. $50. 51. We're just waiting it to go on below 50. Yep, it has gone to below 50. So in this video, you guys have seen how leaving your engine on just for 2 hours can increase the carbon monoxide level in your car. We have done it in an open area. It's an open area, like I said. It's an open area, and we have tried it by getting rid of the carbon monoxide by turning off the aircon. It didn't work. it doesn't show that much of drop. But once the windows are open, not even fully, just two windows of the car, within the 3 minutes or 4 minutes of the after we have rolled down the window, you guys can see a very significant drop in the numbers. And now it is below 50. It is very effective just to keep your windows open when the carbon monoxide level is high. But it is pity, it is ignorance for us to not knowing this earlier, because it has caused some lives just because of this small step. Just because this small step is not taken. So I'll show you the reading right now. It's below 40, as you guys can see. It's 37, 38. It became 41 recently. So you guys can see, this is our CO detector that works with us all this while. This is our setup in the car, and we are not even doing it in the closed area. We might get a better result in a closed area, but we still get a satisfying result in an open area. We can see the rise, we can see immediate drop, we can see an immediate drop once we have dropped down the window. So that's all from us. Follow us on Instagram, follow PRoSS UPM in YouTube, in our Facebook page, and also in our watch other videos of our test. Thank you from us. Thank you.